Hello everyone, welcome to PCS Success Wheel. The purpose of education is to replace an empty mind with an open one. With this, let's start the current affairs for 4th and 5th July 2022. The very first question is, which of these territories, sometimes seen in news, border the Mediterranean Sea? And the options are 1. Gaza Strip, 2. West Bank, 3. Jerusalem. And select the correct answer code. Option A 1 and 2, B 1 only, C 3 only, D 1, 2 and 3. So Mediterranean Sea borders with which of the following? So it borders with just Gaza Strip. So only option 1 is correct and here option B is correct. 1 only. Let's see the map. So this is Israel and here is Gaza Strip. It is controlled by Hamas, Palestinian group, and this is West Bank claimed by both Israel and Palestine. So this is Mediterranean Sea and it is bordered with Gaza Strip, and here is Jerusalem. So West Bank and Jerusalem does not share their boundary with the Mediterranean Sea. Next, who has become the first black woman judge of the US Supreme Court? And the options are A. Patricia Tolliver Giles, B. Kadem M. Williams, C. Angel Kelly, D. Ketanji Brown Jackson. And the correct option is Ketanji Brown Jackson. So she has sworn in as the 116th justice and becoming the first black woman to serve as a justice of US Supreme Court. Next, who has become the 14th Prime Minister of Israel? And the options are A. Naftali Bennett, B. Benjamin Netanyahu, C. Yair Lapid, D. Sally Russell Yachimovich. And the correct option is option C. Yair Lapid. So his term will be short one, as on 1st November the elections in Israel are due, and he is a journalist. Yair Lapid is a journalist and he will take over the caretaker government of Israel till 1st November. Next, which year has been designated as ASEAN-India Friendship Year? And the options are A. 2021, B. 2022, C. 2023, D. 2025. So option B 2022. This year is being observed as ASEAN-India Friendship Year. So India completed about 30 years of diplomatic relation with ASEAN group. So this year 2022 is celebrated at ASEAN-India Friendship Year. So recently 24th ASEAN-India Senior Officials Meeting was hosted in Delhi, and India and ASEAN celebrated 30th anniversary of their dialogue relationship. So along with India, US, China, Japan and Australia are also dialogue partner of ASEAN group, and this ASEAN group ASEAN-India dialogue relation started with the establishment of sectorial partnership in 1992. So in 1992, ASEAN-India sectorial partnership started, and it was promoted in 1995 to summit level full dialogue partnership and summit level partnership in 2002. So 20 years of summit level partnership and total 30 years of dialogue partnership. Also, ASEAN group is important to India in order to counter Chinese aggression in the region. Also, India shares people to people ties with that is due to historical and cultural roots with Asian countries, and it is also the 4th largest trading partner. ASEAN group is 4th largest trading partner of India. So this group is holds very significance for India. Let's see some points about ASEAN. So it is a group of 10 nations, and is considered as one of the most influential group in the Southeast Asia. Also, in economic cooperation, if we see with India, then it is the fourth largest trading partner of India, and India has also signed FTA in goods in 2009 with Asian Group, and FTA in services and investment in 2014 with Asian nations. Also, Comprehensive Economic Cooperation Agreement, that is CECA with various countries of ASEAN has been signed with India. So, countries that are member of ASEAN group are Indonesia, Singapore, Malaysia, and India is in talk with Malaysia for Tejas deal, also with Philippines, and India has already sold BrahMos missile to Philippines. So India is looking for its defense export to the Asian region, and also to counter Chinese expansion in this region around the South China Sea, that is the conflict region of most of the Asian countries with China. Also, Singapore, Cambodia, Myanmar, Thailand, Laos, Vietnam, Brunei, these are the Asian nations, and India has almost good relation with all the nations in the group. Next, Bavarian Alps, which recently made news, is situated in, and the options are A. Russia, B. France, C. Switzerland, D. Germany. And the correct option is option D. Germany. This region was in news as recently the 40th G summit was held in Bavarian Alps. Bavaria is a state of Germany, and Bavarian Alps is located there, and it is in news due to 48th G7 summit held in this region. Next, Spitsbergen Treaty, which was mentioned in news recently, recognizes Svalbard to be part of which country's territory, and the options are A. Canada, B. Iceland, C. Denmark, D. Norway. So, Spitsbergen Treaty, this recognizes Svalbard to be part of Norway. Next, the European Council recently granted the candidate's status to which country? And the options are A. Estonia, B. Latvia, C. Republic of Moldova, D. Georgia. And the correct option is C. Republic of Moldova. So European Union Council recently granted the candidate status to two countries. One is Ukraine and other is the Republic of Moldova. So these two countries have been granted the candidate status, and this paves the way toward them becoming a member of the European bloc. Which Indian has been awarded the Ayurveda Ratna Award by the UK Parliament? So Ayurveda Ratna Award is awarded by the UK Parliament, United Kingdom Parliament, and the options are A. Tanuja Nisari, B. Abhimanyu Kumar, C. Rajesh Bhushan, D. Sanjay Jain. And the correct option is option A. Tanuja Nisari. So Tanuja Nisari, Director of All India Institute of Ayurveda, was awarded with the Ayurveda Ratna Award by UK Parliament. Next, NTPC signed a MOU with which state to develop a 10 gigawatt ultra mega renewable energy powered park? And the options are A. Gujarat, B. Rajasthan, C. Punjab, D. Maharashtra. And the correct option is option B. Rajasthan. So, with the aim to achieve the target of 60 gigawatt of renewable energy capacity by 2032, NTPC signed Memorandum of Understanding with the government of Rajasthan for the development of 10 gigawatt ultra mega renewable energy park in Rajasthan. So, two earlier projects of NTPC are floating solar plant of 92 megawatt in Kayakulam, Kerala, and 25 megawatt floating solar plant at Simhadri, Andhra Pradesh. Next, Alluri Sitarama Raju was a freedom fighter from which present day state? So the options are A. Tamil Nadu, B. Kerala, C. Andhra Pradesh, D. Karnataka. So Alluri Sitaram Raju, recent RRR movie, is based on the story of Alluri Sitaram Raju and Bhima. So this movie is blockbuster hit and all must have watched this. So he belongs to the state of Andhra Pradesh. And since Prime Minister of India Narendra Modi is on visit of Andhra Pradesh, and there he unveiled the statue of legendary freedom fighter Alluri Sitarama Raju in Andhra Pradesh. The Prime Minister in the state is to attend his 125th birth anniversary celebration. So this year 125th birth anniversary celebration of Alluri Sitaram Raju is being celebrated. So let's know more about Alluri Sitaram Raju. So he was born on July 4th, 1897, and is remembered to his fight against the British to safeguard the interest of tribal communities in the Eastern Ghat region. Also, he led the Rampa rebellion. So Rampa rebellion was led by Alluri Sitaram Raju, which was launched in 1922 in the time period of Mopla rebellion. Also, he is referred to as Manyam Vidudu. So Alluri Sitaram is also known as Manyam Vidudu, and Manyam Vidudu means hero of the jungle. So Pandrangi in Andhra Pradesh, Vijayanagaram district, Pandrangi. So Pandrangi is his birthplace in Vijayanagaram district. Also, central government on this occasion has approved the construction of Alluri Dhyan Mandir at Mogalu with a statue of Alluri Sitaram Raju in meditation pose. So what this statue will depict? So it will depict the life story of a freedom fighter through mural paintings and an AI-enabled interactive system. Next, which union ministry released the state startups ranking 2021? So options are A. Ministry of MSME, B. Ministry of Commerce and Industry, C. Ministry of Finance, D. Ministry of Corporate Affairs. So startups ranking was released by DPIIT, Department for Promotion of Industries and Internal Trade, that is DPIT, and this department is under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. So option B is the correct option. Startup ranking is released by Ministry of Commerce and Industry. So in this startup ranking, Gujarat for the third time in the row has emerged as the best performer state, and it accounts for country's 6.70% of the total startups. So 6.7% of the total startup of the countries are from Gujarat, and third time in a row it has been crowned as the best performer state in the startup ranking 2021, and the result also pronounced Gujarat, Karnataka, Meghalaya as the best state to provide strong ecosystem for the startup. Also, India has become the third largest startup ecosystem in the world. So, to provide the strong ecosystem for a startup in the world, India ranks third, and it has around 72,000 recognized startup and over 100 unicorns. Recently, PhysicsWala has also become one of the unicorn from India, EduTech startup. So, Lisbon Declaration. Next question is Lisbon Declaration, which was seen in the news, is associated with the conservation of which entity? Lisbon Declaration. And the options are A. Air, B. Mountains, C. Oceans, D. Freshwater glacier. And the correct option is option C, oceans. So Lisbon Declaration is associated with the conservation of oceans. So this is in news because second UNOC ended with Lisbon Declaration titled Our Ocean, Our Future, Call for Action, and it was co-hosted by Kenya and Portugal in Lisbon. First UNOC was in UN headquarters, New York in 2017. So after 5 years, United Nations Ocean Conservation is held at Lisbon, and its title is the declaration signed here is Lisbon Declaration for the Conservation of Oceans. So let's know more about the Lisbon Declaration. So its aim is to protect at least 30% of national maritime trade zone by 2030. Also achieving carbon neutrality by 2040. Also allocating fund to research on ocean acidification, climate resilience and surveillance. Also scale up science-based and innovative action to address ocean emergency, support implementation of Sustainable Development Goals 14, that is life below water. Also, in this declaration, it has been mentioned to empower women and girls, recognizing their participation in crucial to build a sustainable ocean-based economy. So, also it will protect biodiversity in area beyond national jurisdiction. Also, contribution of India. So, if you see what India is doing towards ocean conservation, so India has banned recently the single-use plastic. Also, it will take up the coastal clean sea campaign under Swachh Sagar Surakshit Sagar Abhiyan. Next, which institution has announced to introduce a mandatory course on caste awareness? And the options are A. IIT Madras, B. IIT Bombay, C. IIM Ahmedabad, and D. IIM Kozhikode. So the correct option is IIT Bombay. So IIT Bombay has recently decided to provide a mandatory course on caste awareness. IIT Bombay. Next, which Indian state has confirmed the presence of anthrax disease? And the options are A. New Delhi, B. Kerala, C. Telangana, and D. Karnataka. So, anthrax disease, this is a zoonotic disease, and this disease has recently been confirmed in Kerala. So it is a serious infectious disease caused by spore forming bacteria in Athria pili of Thrissur district. So this anthrax is found in Thrissur district of Kerala. So what is anthrax? So it is a wool sorter disease and also a zoonotic disease. Zoonotic disease means that can be transferred from animal to human. In simple term, it is a zoonotic disease, and some more zoonotic disease can be rabies, plague. Plague is transmitted from rats to human, and rabies through dogs to human. So it is what is anthrax? So it is a disease of herbivorous with both domestic and wild animal being affected by it. So host animal set the bacteria into the ground, which sporulates when exposed to the air. So anthrax is a serious infectious disease caused by gram-positive rod-shaped bacteria known as Bacillus anthracis. So the bacteria which is responsible for anthrax is Bacillus anthracis, and it is a rod-shaped gram-positive bacteria, and it occurs naturally in soil and commonly affect domestic and wild animal. So this bacteria is in inactive form on the ground, and when it enters the body of the grazing animal or any other animal, so it get activated when it get inside the body, and when they become active, the bacteria can multiply, spread out in the body, produces the toxins, and cause several. It will cause severe illness and also can result in death of the animal. Next. So with this, we come to the end of the current affairs session for 4th and 5th July. Hope you like the video. Thanks for watching.